everyone, I'm Marie. Welcome to our channel. It's just gonna be me here for a little bit because I wanted to talk to you guys about Disney World. Now, things look different for a lot of travel right now, and honestly, I'm not going to travel to Disney World for a while, but I've been a few times now and just wanted to comment on some of my favorite things and maybe give you guys some tips, some tricks, and uh, just some thoughts on the whole travel experience out to Florida. I'm in California. We live here in the San Francisco Bay Area, and so we travel a lot to Disneyland because it's only a 6-hour drive for us, so it makes it kind of easy to go down there and adventure and then whip back up here within a weekend. Our last trip was actually a year ago. It was the beginning of February last year, and that was at Disneyland. And we stayed at the Paradise Pier Hotel. My mom is a Disney Vacation Club member, and so she was able to get us rooms, and that taken care of is always awesome because that's one less thing we have to worry about, the hotel lodgings. But we love to stay on property, Disneyland or Disney World. So usually when we go to Disney World, we stay on property as well. My mom had bought her DVC, Disney Vacation Club, which is their timeshare through Disney, and she bought it through Saratoga Springs. So that's her home resort. So when we go there and we stay at Saratoga Springs. Saratoga Springs right now is going through a remodel, which I can't wait to see. I've seen some of the pictures online of what the newly remodeled rooms look like, and I think they're going to just be better rooms, more comfortable with storage, more, I don't know. They're going to be easier to have more people stay in the room and feel like you have more space. Like when we go, it's usually my husband and I, our son, and my mom. And so that's 4 of us in one room. And I'm not gonna lie, the pull-out couch that they have, that's for 2 people to sleep in. That's where my husband and our son will sleep. It's not comfortable. It's not exciting to come back home from a full day of running around, say Disney World, Magic Kingdom, and then want to lay down on that mattress. No. But they now have Murphy beds and pull-outs, and it just looks like you're going to be able to do more with the room than you could before. So I'm excited to actually book out a new trip to Disney World sometime in the near future. We're not going to go anytime soon due to, kind of worries over the pandemic. I have health issues myself, and until I'm fully vaccinated and I feel more comfortable with other people being fully vaccinated and masks and all the rest of that, we're just not going to go. But I like to do dream vacations, and I like to sit and plan out what we're going to do, where we're going to do it, how we're going to do it. And I think this next trip that we do take, maybe next year, but when we do take it, we're going to also try to include in Disney, all of Disney World, maybe a water park, since I've never gone to either of the water parks there on property, and possibly, I almost said Orlando. Yes, all of Orlando, just all of it, magic. I think we're going to try to include Universal, maybe Legoland, only because I've never been to either of those places. I just think it would be cool to not just spend the entire time at Disney, kind of adventure out into the rest of the world there, and see what I can see. I know that having been to Universal here in California, Diagon Alley, all that Harry Potter stuff, it's going to be 7,000 times better in Orlando because they've just got way more space for all of that excitement, and they've got a couple more rides than than here in our Universal. So I just have to go. It's a cool place to take pictures. The rides are super neat. If you haven't and you're interested, there are so many point of view rides that you can go watch on YouTube. They give you the ride perspective so you can see what it's like. I do that a lot to see how it's going to feel because I get motion sick. And I get motion sick really, really bad. But I take Dramamine and whatnot. But I like to use those videos so that I can know what to expect and not be surprised and come off the ride feeling ill and, quite frankly, be kind of ruined for a few hours after. That's just not fun. We went to, let's see, Discovery Kingdom here in I think it's in Vallejo, and it's all thrill rides. I can't do that. I have to space them out. I have to make sure to take all my Dramamine and whatever else, ginger gum, whatever I've got to do to make myself okay. I do that. Prepare ahead. Oftentimes I take the Dramamine before we're even going to where we're going, just so that I can be sure that it's in my system and working through. And then I honestly don't have any problems. There's only certain rides that'll get me. But we went to that park, and that was a bad thing, and I was very, very sick. And I just don't want to ruin my fun, my family's fun. It's not for me. So I like to be prepared ahead for that. So what I like to do is look at where we'd like to stay. We might consider staying off property this next trip, just so that we can have that experience, be able to see other places, drive if we want. I considered renting a car so that we can just, be able to go to different restaurants, different resorts. One of our favorite things is to resort hop once we're in Disney World. Some of the best food is in the resorts. Sorry, it's just that's just the way it is. Some of the best places I've eaten, and my husband did his culinary internship at Disney World, and he worked at the Wave in the Contemporary Resort, and so we like to visit there. We like to visit, especially the Polynesian. I just like all the food there. I like Trader Sam's. That bar is fantastic. And obviously it's not open right now due to all the COVID nonsense that's happening in the world. But once that's open again, that's a place to go. We really enjoyed the luau at the Polynesian as well. The show was fantastic. Fire dancers and just delicious food. And yeah, so resort hopping is just a fun thing to do, and there are so many other places in Orlando that you can explore that I think are worth exploring, and you don't have to do everything Disney all the time. In any case, what I tend to do too is be sure to book out our fast passes ahead of time. Now that's not a thing right now. There are no fast passes. And so I think with this next trip, getting in early, getting us our reservations so that we're sure to go on the days we want to go. The other thing to consider is packing light, making sure not to bring too much stuff. We don't have young children, so going to the parks without diaper bags and strollers and the like is so great. But we bring usually one backpack, and we put water in there because you're allowed to bring water into the park, and we bring snacks, and that's how we go. We go from there. That backpack, if it gets too much, gets too heavy, we utilize the lockers inside the park, and we'll throw it in there and go back to visit the locker to get water or whatever, because honestly, water is expensive, and I'd rather just bring my own in. A tip, and this doesn't work for all the resorts, since we stay at Saratoga Springs often, it works there. You can order stuff through Amazon Prime, like their Prime Now, and they'll deliver it there. And that saves us often because in the rooms they have like a little kitchenette kind of. You've got, depending on the size of the room you have, but usually you'll have a microwave or a little refrigerator. So we'll bring water, we'll purchase water, like a whole case. I think one time we did 2 cases of water because we were there for 10 days. So 2 cases of water, tortillas, cheese, stuff to make sandwiches, all that stuff that's easy to keep in the little fridge, and then pack stuff to go. And that way we're only spending a fraction of the amount we'd be spending if we were eating all of our meals inside the park. Now, our family does not eat 3 meals a day. We're not that family. We will go until we feel hungry, then we'll eat. And a lot of times it's just relying on snacks. So if you're a 3 meal a day family, you may consider the dining plan, though I don't think that they're doing dining plan currently. But when that is back, I would say absolutely consider that because you get a lot for your money. We never do it because we just don't utilize it. We're just weirdos. We'll eat a super big fancy dinner and just random snacks all throughout the day. Just that's how we spend our valuable food money in the parks. Because this mama, she needs her a Dole Whip. She needs her a Mickey pretzel, a Mickey head ice cream. I know they're called other things, but Mickey head ice cream is what I call it. Never a turkey leg, unpopular opinion, but ew. I don't know why turkey legs are a thing. Yuck. Anyway, so for our next trip, I plan it out. I'm planning it out currently just to plan it out, just to have something to keep my brain focused on since we're still kind of locked down, sort of. And you can easily do that on all the websites. Use a travel agent. I have a friend who just became a travel agent. And so I think when we book our Disney cruise, when cruises are finally a thing, we're going to ask her to help set it up for us. Travel agents are free. They're free for you. They will set up everything you need to your specifications. And it's like a huge weight off your shoulder to have somebody else just taking care of you and handling all your wishes. Wonderful. And I'll put her information down here if you want to check her out. She's wonderful. She knows everything. She's a Disney nerd like me. In any case, I think I'll do a more detailed, here, this is what I do video at a later point. This was just kind of a, let me introduce you to the wild things that go on in my head about Disney trips. And that's about it. I can also link down below some people I think you should follow for certain destinations and cruises, and like say cruises, Disney World, Disneyland, who have all the information that you could use to actually book your next trip. And that's about it. I hope this was at least entertaining. Maybe it gave you some insight. I don't know. I kind of just babbled. In any case, thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. Like, subscribe, do all the things. We'd love to keep you here. I promise there's more videos coming. And that's all I've got. That's all we've got. Have a good day, guys. Bye.